Mines and Money show in London. I'm here with Craig Perry, the CEO of IsoEnergy. Craig, thank you so much for joining us today. Tell us about IsoEnergy and the project that you have in the Athabasca Basin in Saskatchewan.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'd like to talk to you about our cannabis business, but we don't have one. So, look, IsoEnergy, we're a spin out of NexGen Energy. We started NexGen back in 2011. Had some good success there with the discovery of the Arrow deposit. And our shareholders, of course, were looking for us to focus on drilling that deposit out and advancing the deposit there, the Arrow deposit. And so we took the decision to move our other assets in the eastern Athabasca across to ISO. Our number 1 and 2 targets prior to the discovery of that great Arrow ore body sat out in the eastern Athabasca. So we wanted to get out there, start exploring those deposits and continue to build our land position in that part of the world. And so we've done that successfully now. We've got more that we want to do on that front. And the great news is the strategy's starting to pay off. So it's resulted in a discovery. We announced a drill result there a couple of months ago. We drilled 8.5 metres at 1.3% uranium, so in gold equivalent terms that'd be about 22 grams per tonne. So, that's the first intercept, and we'll be drilling there come January. So look out for more good results from that project.
Well, tell us more about your drill program in the new year, and what other catalysts do stakeholders have to look forward to, shareholders?
Yeah, absolutely. So look, we'll be drilling fairly tight-spaced holes in and around that discovery. It sits at the unconformity, so the style of mineralisations in keeping with those great ore bodies that are out in the eastern Athabasca, Cigar Lake, MacArthur River. But of course Arrow, which is turning out to be sort of the jewel of the crown of the Athabasca, if you like, is a basement-hosted ore body. The mining costs there are going to be much lower than those unconformity-related deposits. So we want to get down and find those types of deposits. And where we are at our Larocque Hurricane Discovery Zone, we've got plenty of potential for that basement-hosted mineralisation. So we're going to be looking for that. And the other catalyst, of course, is the uranium market generally. We've seen dramatic supply side cuts. We knew those had to come. They've now come. I think, the analysis we've done and looked at suggests that the uranium price has probably got to go to $60, $70, $80 a pound in the next few years if those customers in the US, France and elsewhere want to buy uranium. So, the market's set to turn. We've seen uranium price rise 40% since April, so nice solid rise there. Lots more to come. The thing that we hadn't predicted on that, though, was the demand side, and so you've seen the emergence of Cameco needing to buy product to fill their market, to fill their customers' orders. You've seen a number of financial players like Yellowcake and others enter the market. So all of a sudden there's these new demand drivers as well. So it's an exciting time for the industry. And if the interest that we've seen here at this conference and elsewhere on a roadshow that we've just been on is any gauge, things are really starting to heat up.
So Craig, tell us more about the team behind IsoEnergy. You're ex-NexGen. NexGen's been a darling of the stock market. So what experience does the team have to really advance ISO's project?
Yeah, absolutely. So as CEO, I'm an exploration geologist. All of our full-time employees in ISO are all exploration geologists, all 4 of us. We're very fortunate. We had Steve Blower, who was the head of exploration at Denison. He led the team that discovered their Griffin ore body, which is another great basement-hosted ore body. Our chairman, Lee Courier, Lee's becoming something of a legend in the industry, having sort of started NexGen. I helped him start there, but he's a great leader of the sector and very rapidly advancing that Arrow ore body at NexGen. Up the curve. And then, we've got a board that's got a great depth of experience, having been involved in NexGen from the start, plus, big company backgrounds as well. So, one of the things we pride ourselves on that's a little bit different to most other juniors is we've got exploration, development and operation capability, and we want to take all our projects up that curve. Yeah.
So you see moving this forward, perhaps even into production down the road?
Look, absolutely. Of course, we've got to get to the point where we prove up that resource and make sure that there's ore there. But that would be our objective. And of course, that Larocque project that we've got there, Larocque East, sits out in the eastern Athabasca. So it's surrounded by all of that fantastic mining infrastructure and excess milling capacity. So we can do that fairly readily once we prove something up.
Craig, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us.
Good on you. Thanks very much. Cheers.